Just had an incredibly enjoyable lunch with the AEBA at H Advisors in King's Cross today. Had a fascinating conversation around various stream of topics, from my background with my co-founder instead of starting our first business, how that led us to starting OakNorth, the digital bank which services growth companies, how we've gone from starting a new bank, why we chose actually to start a bank given all the regulatory and all the sort of pain which exists within that segment, how we've managed to get teams to innovate within an industry and a segment which isn't necessarily known for innovation, how we've gone through lending over $16 billion to UK and US businesses over that period, whilst only losing $8 million of principal capital over that period. And then topics like culture, the differences between the operating in the US, the UK, something very specific to OakNorth, but the ownership culture, having people actually feel like and operate as owners, and unleashing and empowering them to be entrepreneurial within that, and how that's impacted sort of how we operate the business, how we actually got into that position day one, in terms of actually getting that culture and getting that DNA into the business, which we did by having people invest the equivalent of 1 year's net salary in cash into the company at the early stages, which has created this very clear feeling that people own part of the business, and therefore they were so vested in the success of the business versus the success of themselves in a job, which is just like two very different things. So very, very wide range of topics around that, and then aspects around operating, about managing teams, about translating that to the US again, questions about sort of US versus other markets, other geographic markets and their relative attractiveness, etc. So very enjoyable lunch.